So, where have I come to today? Well, I'm in West Yorkshire again. This particular part is known as Brontë Country. And today's walk will be in this area, particularly in and around the lovely village of Haworth.
The delightful hilltop village of Haworth lies in the heart of West Yorkshire's Brontë Country. Situated above the Worth Valley among the bleak Pennine moors, Haworth is internationally famous for its connection with the Brontë sisters, who wrote most of their famous works while living at the Haworth Parsonage, while their father was parson at the adjacent Haworth Church. Other attractions include the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, which I will see on my walk today. Haworth has many good tea rooms, souvenir and antiquarian bookshops, restaurants, pubs and hotels, including the Black Bull, where Branwell Bronte's demise into alcoholism and opium addiction allegedly began. As such, Haworth makes a great base for exploring the main attractions of Brontë Country, while still being close to the major cities of Bradford and Leeds. Right, well I'm going to start my walk now. Haworth railway station is part of the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, a 5-mile long, authentic preserved steam railway that served mills and villages in the Worth Valley, and is now a heritage railway line in West Yorkshire. It runs from Keighley to Oxenhope and connects to the national rail network at Keighley railway station. The line and its stations have been used in many period film and television productions, including the film The Railway Children.
So my walk today is the Railway Children walk, because it follows the locations of where the 1970 film was made.
I began to follow the Railway Children walk, which took me southwards parallel with the railway line. I was even lucky enough to spot the odd steam train passing along the track. Just before reaching Oxenhope station, the walk took me to the other side of the railway line. I stopped to watch one of the steam engines, which began to move along the track. As I walked on, I saw it travel back in the opposite direction towards Oxenhope. I continued on, and the walk started to lead uphill away from the railway line. Just up here was one of the primary locations from the Railway Children.
So this house was called the Three Chimneys in the film, the home of the Railway Children.
Behind the house, I came to the stone stile, which, in the Railway Children, Perks has difficulty negotiating whilst delivering a large basket to the Three Chimneys. Moving on further away from the railway line, the walk led me westwards. eventually came to the tiny hamlet of Hole, from where the path headed in the direction back towards Haworth. Arriving at the edge of the village, I passed through Haworth churchyard, which, in the Railway Children, is seen when Peter runs to fetch Dr. Forrest when his mother is unwell, and when Roberta fetches the doctor to attend to the shabby Russian. Next to the churchyard is the Brontë Parsonage Museum, which became the home of Dr. Forrest in the film, as well as being the real-life home of the Brontë family. Although back in Haworth, my walk was nowhere near finished, so I carried on following the route of the Railway Children walk, which headed northwards out of the village.
Well, I'm standing in front of one of the main locations in the film of the Railway Children. Just around the corner there is the tunnel, which unfortunately we can't quite see from here. But in front of that is the embankment where you could see the trees sliding down as part of the earthquake. And also on the track there is where the three children stood waving their red petticoats to warn the train to stop because of the earthquake.
I soon arrived at another of the locations used in many of the scenes in the Railway Children, Oakworth Station. In the film, it was the workplace of Perks, the station porter, Peter's coal mine, the presentation ceremony, the shabby Russian, and the homecoming of the Railway Children's father. The level crossing was seen in particular when Perks, played by the great Bernard Cribbins, opens the gates for the Scots Flyer.
Oakworth Station was the main railway station in the film, but I believe it was also used in at least one episode of my favourite television series, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, starring Jeremy Brett. I've been talking to the gentleman that works on the station here. What a lovely chap. He operates those level crossing gates 4 times an hour. They're great big gates and they are so heavy, he said, it's hard work, so it must keep him fit. And it's amazing what people that are enthusiastic about these kind of things will do when they volunteer. I think it's admirable. What a lovely chap. It was a pleasure talking to him. And that white house behind me was Bernard Cribbins' home in the film.
I carried on, heading southwards in the direction of Haworth again.
Ah, that's better. I can see it clearly this time.
This was the entrance to the tunnel, which earlier I hadn't quite managed to see from the other side. I came to the end of the Railway Children Walk as I found myself back in Haworth again. It was much busier than it was when I first arrived in the village this morning. This was hardly surprising though, as it was Bank Holiday Monday, and Haworth is such a lovely place for people to visit.
Well, that's Haworth and the Railway Children Walk. Railway Children Walk, another lovely walk, and Haworth, well, yet another lovely village. What more can I say?